Prepare your taste buds for heat today. Look at that colour. How could something so pretty hurt you so much? In this video, I'm going to show you how to make hot sauce to spice up your life. So just sit right back, grab a drink or two, and let's get into it. The entire process for this recipe is around 30 minutes. Or for those of you who like to use my beer timer, you're looking at a 1 beer recipe. Cheers! And while you're sitting there doing nothing, don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share. It all helps. Now, I was given this hot sauce making kit as a present. It has a few recipes and ingredients in the box. Yet, using the recipe that I use today, you can make this at home whether or not you've got the kit or not. The kit in question is the Good Hurt Fuego by Thoughtfully. Extreme do-it-yourself hot sauce kit. At the time of filming, Amazon has this kit for under $50 Australian. Or you can buy all the separate ingredients included for around $4,000. I actually have no idea how much it would cost, but just for you, I have put a link in the description of this video. So you can buy this kit for yourself. The link is under items used and the products I use.
No, I'm really not interested in buying anything.
In the description of this video, I've added affiliate links. What that means is products I've used in the video, there's a link to it, you click on it, you buy it, I make a small commission. You pay no extra, but I earn money to buy crazy things. But what's in the box? A piece of paper. Well, that could always come in handy. Oh look, it has stuff printed on it. A strainer, a pen, 4 empty bottles, some distilled white vinegar, and a funnel. Plus this box within a box. And this contains all of this, which is recipe booklet, 2 sets of gloves, bottle labels, Jamaican allspice, cumin powder, curry powder, ancho pepper powder, New Mexico chili pepper powder, cayenne pepper powder, dried red cayenne peppers, dried chipotle peppers, dried guajillo peppers, dried arbol peppers, and dried ghost peppers. Dun dun dun! Now, as I stated earlier, at the time of filming this kit was just under $50 Australian on Amazon. Or you can go and buy all of these ingredients and products for around $4,000. I don't actually know what it would cost, but that's good enough, isn't it? Now the booklet states to make any of the 6 recipes in it, we're going to need some fresh ingredients as well. Now these are dependent on what hot sauce we decide to make. And the choices are Caribbean, Cajun lovers, sweet heat, chipotle, guajillo, and I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. That's all I could find online, that's how it was pronounced. And Southern style. Now the fresh ingredients listed that are needed to make these hot sauces are a 22-ounce can of diced tomatoes. Now that works out to 623.69 grams of diced tomatoes here in Australia. And pretty much everywhere else in the world outside of America that uses the metric system. 6 cloves of garlic that have been chopped. It actually states 3/4 of a whole onion chopped. Isn't that just 3/4 of an onion? It doesn't state whether or not it should be a small, medium or large onion. It doesn't state what type of onion. So I've chosen brown onion. If that's wrong, I don't care. 1.5 teaspoons of lemon juice and 1/4 cup of boiling water. Now I have read ahead and one of the recipes actually requires a carrot. And no idea why they haven't listed a carrot on their fresh ingredients list. Carrots are people too. Now all of these ingredients aren't needed to make every sauce in this booklet. They're just the base fresh ingredients to make any of the recipes in that box. The recipe booklet also states if you want to make it extreme, you can add 1 dried ghost pepper to any one of the recipes. Now sitting at 3 million on the Scoville scale, that's bound to burn a bum or two. Now we may only be making sauce, but it is hot sauce. And with that comes some safety recommendations.
Don't tell me what to do, you're not my father.
On the back of the booklet, mind you, here's a little tip for anyone else making recommendations that are for safety. Maybe put them on the front or on the first page, not at the back. When handling chili peppers, whether that be raw or dried, wear gloves, mask and eye protection. Do not touch your face or your eyes. I mean, who touches their eye after handling chili? Work in a well-ventilated area because the fumes, oils and powders from the chili peppers may get into the air and cause irritation. And for the people who think I'm fully enclosed, I have plenty of ventilation. Bear with me, I know this has taken a while, but it's safety and we need to get through it. Couple more things. Don't forget to carefully put the grill back in. Please contact your local poison control centre for more questions and assistance. And last but not least, they do have a hot tip. By consuming dairy products such as milk, yogurt or sour cream, this can help alleviate some of that spicy sensation from your hot sauce. Sounds like a load of crap to me. If you want to add seasoning, you need to toughen up. Sergeant Seasoning on board for action. Enemy acquired. Preparing to... Whoa! No one asked for your help. Off you go. This is bullshit. Smut! 4 out of 6 recipes in this booklet use a base mix of tomatoes, onion and garlic. So let's make one of them. Let's start with the diced tomatoes. Remembering earlier on I said it needed a 22-ounce can, which works out to 623.69 grams of diced tomatoes, which I've already weighed out. Because you can only get a 400 gram can or an 800 gram can here in Australia that I know of. Now just pour the tomatoes into a colander. We just need to remove the excess tomato juice. Add what's left to a blender. Chop up 3/4 of an onion and add that to the blender. Chop up 6 cloves of garlic and add these to the blender and blend until smooth. And then tip that into a glass bowl and then clean out the blender for the next step. It's not absolutely necessary. I just like to know exactly what I'm putting back into it. When using anything acidic like tomatoes, try and use a non-reactive bowl like glass because some metal bowls can actually react to the acid in tomatoes. You decided I should make sweet heat hot sauce. That's right, you voted for it. I put up a poll on my community tab on my YouTube channel and allowed you all to vote what hot sauce I made from this kit. So into the blender we need to put 1/3 cup of our base mix. 1.5 dried Wahijo dried peppers. Leave the seeds if you want more heat. I'm putting 2 in. 1 tablespoon of New Mexico chili pepper powder. 1.5 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar and 1.5 teaspoons of lemon juice. Now time to give this a good spin. I tend to like my hot sauces a bit smooth in consistency. How you like yours, it's up to you. Now once you're happy with the consistency, pour the mix into a glass bowl and add 1/4 cup of boiling water and stir well. And put this aside and allow it to rest for 20 minutes. And I've transferred the hot sauce to a smaller bowl just to help with the next step. Now a lot of people are probably going to ask, how long will our homemade hot sauce last? And I don't know. I don't know if you sterilised your bottles before you put the hot sauce into it. I don't know if your pH level is perfect for your hot sauce. And I don't know if you scratched your bum while making it. What I can tell you though is the data I did find online is most likely if you refrigerate your hot sauce, it should last up to a year. Now be warned, it will lose flavour and strength the older it gets after opening. And beyond that, I can see that most people state it will show signs of mould and smelling well before you get sick from eating it. So use it up really quick. A great tip while making or cooking anything, don't scratch your bum. No one wants ass flavoured anything. And after 20 minutes, we can grab a bottle, take the lid off, and rather than use the funnel supplied, I've got a bigger one and I want to show it off. And we can now bottle our fiery sauce of butter. And don't forget to label your hot sauce. And then use it on anything you want to add some heat to, like wings.